Hello, this is part 2. Yeah, we're doing fun facts about me again. Alrighty, let's begin. Number 1, I do all my jack covers in one take. Yeah, if it wasn't evident by the fact that I redid a couple of them and even included the scrapped and crappy version of the quad machine cover, if that wasn't evident of the fact that I do this in one take, it is. Most of the time I'm happy with the one take strategy. It's just extremely stressful for me, because I basically have to get it perfect on the first try, and if I mess it up even once, and this is even worse for the soundtrack videos because I have to do multiple tracks at once. If I mess up a single track, I have to do the entire thing again. That is just how I do things. I also do that for a lot of my videos, too. In fact, the only Jack Skits 3, I believe, is the only one that I have done multiple variants of, because I wasn't proud with the finished product the first 2 times. But to my knowledge, it's the only one that I can recall. Number 2, for some odd reason, now every time I have or take a picture of the Gordy plush and put it as a post, the comments just break and don't work properly. I have no idea. Hashtag YouTube hates Gordy plush. Fucking cowards. Number 3. I am extremely organized, despite the fact that my room looks like hell. Yeah, believe it or not, my messy room is my organization system, believe it or not. Stupidest fucking organization system ever. Not even renting a fucking storage building has stopped me from trying to organize myself. Number 4. I am continuously changing certain opinions on specific topics. Most recently, my opinions on specific tunes. Now, originally I was going to wait until something special happened, but I'm just gonna burst the bubble now. Astro is no longer in 7th place. He is now in 6th. And my top 5 has been increased to a top 6. Spoiler alert, most of the tunes that aren't mains are in the 6th slot. So the top 6 is really just an excuse to place Astro in every other tune that I like from all the other rarities, which recently added Cole. Originally, none of the rares actually appealed to me until I realized that Cole doesn't actually do anything wrong or aggravate me, unlike a certain werewolf, or as I like to call her, the disappointment, because it could have been a black cat but wasn't, and the bunny, who is extremely obnoxious to look at, especially considering as the majority of her skins are ugly as hell. Number 5. I have a reasonable relationship with my cats. However, Deja likes to scream at me. Boo is a moody teenager now for some reason, and is also 15 goddamn pounds. Jesus. Little is only 12 pounds and is the nicest bundle of joy ever. Notice I didn't say pics because, well, not only is she at my dad's house, but also she can be a bit snippy when you hold her. She will verbally complain for the entire process until you put her down, which kind of aggravating. I don't like that, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, and I also exclude Stormy because he's a fucking sweetheart. Even if he can't hear anything anymore and his eyes are slowly starting to fail him, he's still a big fluffy boy and he is the nicest thing ever. He is also one of the only 2 cats out of the 5 that will give me kisses. Daisha just screams at me because she's an asshole. Boo's just a moody teenager because she wants to be. And Pix is a fucking drama queen who will basically eat anything because she's a fucking food trash can. Number 6. Yes, I do have long hair and I'm very happy with it. And I'm actually starting to take care of it now. Number 7. I've had an abscess before. That's all you need to know. The medication for it I also got allergic to and had hives for like several days. Which, if you haven't had hives before, you are blessed and you are lucky. Because that is one of the worst experiences I have ever had in my entire life. And this comes from the same dude who, as a child, did not know what a hornet was and got stung in the thumb. I was trying to move a hornet off of a spyglass thing at my cousin's, and it fucking stung me. And so now I have a stupid anxiety about bees for no apparent reason other than because it's funny. Number 8. My skin is extremely sensitive, specifically to temperatures. Which means if a room is hot, I start sweating extremely fast, and if a room's cold, then I start freezing my ass off. And the worst part is, for me, there is no in between. There is no warm. The only way I get warm is if I take a bath. And on that note, number 9. My daily schedule requires me to take at least 3 baths per day. Do not ask why. That's just how I do things. I mean, 3 baths doesn't sound that unreasonable or that crazy, to be honest. It sounds like something you could fit in any one of your schedules and you'd be perfectly fine. Unless you have a job that requires you to be there at like a oddly specific time, which is completely understandable if you can only fit 1 shower into your schedule. And on that note, number 10, I must have a schedule at all times. Yes, most of the time that schedule is filled with video gaming, but I don't really consider that a bad thing. Like, come on, I'm not hurting anything by playing a couple video games. Besides, I do go outside occasionally. Mostly when I'm bored and I need a scooter ride. Number 11. Fun fact, I'm an only child and it makes me feel extremely lonely. That's all I want to say on that topic. Number 12. I am very specific when it comes to softness, which is a very stupid thing to be particular about, but it makes me happy, so I give it a pass. Number 12. I broke my TV once because people in Forsaken are assholes. I'd also like people in Forsaken to stop using voice chat and making me feel depressed because I do not have a microphone that works. What the fuck, bro? You don't need to make me feel inadequate. Number 13. My Bassie and V plushes sleep next to me. So whenever I'm sleeping, they're sleeping right next to me. It is the most adorable thing ever. Oh, yeah, and when I slept on the couch, my choice, by the way, because reasons, I snuggled with the V, and she constantly fell on the floor because I roll over in my sleep, which is not really worth having its own number for fun facts, to be honest. Like, what am I going to say? Number 14, I roll around in my sleep. Like, who cares? That would be a funny joke, though. Whatever. Number 14, I'm a funny guy. Yeah, most of the time I like to make people laugh, but most of the time I can't even make myself laugh. And I try not to say it out loud because, well, that kind of feels stupid having to criticize myself for my own humor. And besides, usually I have at least one or two jokes that land. So sometimes in the comments that I put on other posts or even my posts, I might put jokes and stuff. Because that's just the type of person I am. I like to be humorous. Number 15. I have a negative version of me. He's an asshole and criticizes basically everything I do. The only way I can visually represent him is comments on my posts. So basically, I have an idea for a comment, and then he pops up. So I have to also put down his words as a comment so that y'all see what's going on up here. What's going on up here is it's a constant tug of war between two versions of me. Anyways, that was part 2. Hope you enjoyed. Because I certainly did.